Very good morning. In this video, I am explaining the basic file handling in Python. So, file handling is one of the important concept in Python. You must learn the file handling in Python as a Python developer. File handling is a fundamental aspect of programming, especially in data engineering, where you often need to read from and write to files. Below are examples of how to handle files in Python. So, we must know the reading and write the file, read from files and write to files uh, to handle file handling, especially in data engineering. Reading a file is used to read the data from file. We use dot read method to read the file from a specific file. To read the content of a file, you can use the open up function with the mode R. We use modes to perform various operations on a file. R mode is used to read and W mode is used to write the data into file and A mode is used to append the data into a file. So here we use R mode to read the data from a file. We use open function to read the content of a file. The with statement is used to ensure that the file is properly closed after its shoot finishes, even if an exception is raised. So, with statement is used to close the file after specific operation performed on a file. If any, it closes the file if any exception is occurred. We observe the reading of a file from one example code. Here is with open of data.txt, comma, in double quotes or open bracket close as file. This is the open function. The file name is data.txt and R is the mode. We given alias name as file. Content equal to file.read. So we given name to the file that read as content. In this, we read the file and given its name as content, print of content. By executing this, we got the data in the presented in the data.txt file. Data.txt is the name of the file you want to read. R is the mode in which the file is opened. R stands for read mode. So by using this mode, the file is opened. File that reads the entire content of the file as a string. So by using this file dot read method, we read the entire content of the file as a string. Print of content prints the content of the file. This is used to see the output of the file. Writing to a file. To write to a file, you can use the open up function with the mode W. In previous example, we see the R mode to read the data from a file. Here we are using W mode to write the data into file. If the file does not exist, it will be created. If it does exist, its content will be overwritten. So when we are writing the data into a file, if the file does not exist, it will be created. Or if it exists, it will override the data presented in the file and fill the data with new data. So we use here also open function with the mode. W mode is used to write the data into file. We understand it with by observing a one example with open up output.txt in double quotes, comma, in double quotes W. It indicates the output.txt indicates the name of the file in which we want to write the data. W is indicate the mode what operation we are performing on the data as file. Column file dot write of hello comma data engineering in double quotes. Here we are writing the sentence hello comma data engineering into the file output.txt. We use file dot write method to write the data into file output.txt. This is the name of the file you want to write to. W, the mode in which the file is opened. W stands for write mode. file.write of hello comma data engineering writes the string hello comma data engineering to the file. Appending to a file. If you want to add content to an existing file without overwriting its current content, you can use the A mode. So if we want to add something new to the file, we use append method. By using append method, the data present in the file is not overwritten. It adds the new data to the file. We use A mode to append the data into a file. We understand it with by observing one example with open up in double quotes output.txt comma in double quotes a. Here output.txt is the file name in which we want to append the data and a is the mode of operation we are performing on the data. As given, we are giving alias name as file. Colon file.write of slash and appending a new line. Here we are appending a new line to the output.txt file. For appending and write, we use both file.write method. Here A is the mode in which the file is opened. A stands for append mode. File.write of slash and appending a new line. Appends the string slash and appending a new line to the end of the file. Reading and writing lines. You can also read and write files line by line using read line or read lines method for reading and write lines for writing. We understand the reading and writing by taking a one example data. Here example 1, reading a file. Reads the content of a file named data.txt and print it. So here the file name is data.txt. The content present in it is hello world and another line is this is a sample file. This is the presented data presented in the data.txt file. We are performing the read operation on this file with open of data.txt in double quotes comma or in double quotes as file column content equal to file.read print of content. By executing this, we got the data presented in data.txt file as hello world and in another line this is a sample file. Writing to a file. Create a new file named output.txt and write some text to it. This is used to write the data into the output.txt file. By using write method, we can override the data presented in the file with open of output.txt, comma in double quotes W as file. File.write of hello comma data engineering and file.write of this is a new line. These are the two lines we are writing the to output.txt file. By using this write we are using W mode here because we are writing the data into file. So this is entirely overwrite the data previous in the file output.txt and fill with new data hello comma data engineering and this is a new file. By executing this we got the output like this hello comma data engineering this is a new file. Third one is appending to a file. Appending to a file means we are adding something new data to a file. This is like a write method, but it is different from write. When we are write the data into file, we use W mode and the entire data is overwritten in file. If we use write method, by using append method, the entire data is not overwritten. It adds something new to the file. We use a mode here to append the data into a file. We are understand it by taking a one example. Adds new content to an existing file without overwriting it. Here the file is output.txt. The content present in the file is hello comma data engineering and this is a new file. This is the data presented in output.txt before any process. When we are writing a code to append the data into output.txt with open of output.txt comma a as file. Here we are using open function and the file name is output.txt comma a. A indicates the mode of operation we are performing on output.txt file. The alias name for this as file. File colon file.write of slash and appending a new line. Here we are writing the new line, appending a new line into the output.txt. After executing this code, we got the output like this. File output.txt after writing the data into file. Now the output is hello comma data engineering. This is a new line, appending a new line. This is about appending a data to a file. This is about appending a data into a file, reading a file line by line. If we want to read the data line by line, we can. It is also possible with Python. Read a file line by line and process each line. The data in file data.txt file is line 1, line 2, line 3. With open function data.txt comma mode r as file for line in file. Here we are writing for loop for the file for each line. Print of f slash read line of tick. Tick removes new line characters. So by executing this, we got the output like this. Line 1, line 2, line 3. This is the data present in data.txt file. Writing multiple lines to a file is also possible with Python. Write a list of things to a file with each thing as a new line. Lines is presented in the list, separate enclosed in square bracket separated with a comma. First line, comma, second line, comma, third line. This is the list with open of output.txt comma w as file for line in lines file dot real write of slash line of line. Here we are writing the data into the output.txt for line in lines. It is indicates the for each line in the lines list we added to the output.txt file. The output is like this: first line, second line, and third line. Handling file errors. We can handle the errors by using try except blocks. These are used to occur any error in the file. Handles error like file no not found error or premises permission error when working with file. Try block and except block. In try block, it open of non-existence file.txt. Here we are reading a file as file. Content equal to file.read print of content. Except file not found error. If a file was not found in the respected path, it prints the message as the file was not found. Error message. Exception permission error. If we don't have permission to read the file, it prints the error message as error. You do not have permission to read the file. Except exception of as e print of an unexpected error occurred. If any unexpected error occurred, it prints the message as an unexpected error occurred. These are all the methods using width for multiple lines. This width is used to close the file after all the operations performed on the line. We can read and write the CSV files also. Read a CSV file and write its content to another file. File is in data.csv. The content is name, age, location. Name is Alice, age 13, location New York. Bob, age 25, Los Angeles. Import CSV. We are importing CSV file with open of data.csv, r as CSV file. Here we are reading the data presented in the CSV file and use R mode. Reader equal to csv.reader of CSV file. Here we are reading the CSV file and store it in reader with open of output.csv comma w. New lines equal to double slash as output file. Here we are writing the data into the output.csv file. Writer equal to csv.writer of output file. For row in reader, writer dot write row of code. So here we are writing the CSV file into the output.csv. The output is like this. We also work with JSON files for reading and writing operation. Here for working with JSON files, we must import the JSON file. Uh, Write JSON to a data to a file. Data is presented in this JSON is name ls30 location here with open function open of data.csv comma w as JSON file JSON dot dump of data comma JSON file. We are writing the JSON file data as a data into JSON file. Read JSON data from a file with open of data.json comma or as JSON file. Loaded data equal to JSON dot load of JSON file. Print of loaded data. Here we are writing the data presented in the data.json. So the output is like this. Name alias age 30 location here. This is all about reading and writing data with Python for various types of files. I hope this video helps you to know more about reading and writing various types of files using Python. Thank you.